I've been married to the same man for 31 years, and I'm madly in love with him, but I'm not physically attracted to him.
Okay.
Attracted to him anymore. His body was one of the things that attracted me many years ago. He is a retired police officer, and after retirement, he let his body and healthy lifestyle go. We promised as a young couple that we would keep our bodies and health together. Well, he reneged on that. I have found myself making excuses when he wants sex because his body is a turnoff to me. I would rather reach in my drawer. Okay, I'm sorry.
Why you get tickled like by that?
I would rather reach in my drawer and buzz myself off while he's watching the game than to pretend that I'm turned on and enjoying sex. What can I say to him without hurting his feelings? I know he's frustrated because I am.
Now, if you got to tell somebody something, rebuke somebody, reprove somebody, correct somebody, and let me tell you something, you gain 70 pounds, that does need to be corrected, needs to be talked about. But to go as far as to say, I'm no longer attracted to you from an intimate standpoint, and that's heavy. That's heavy. And I just have to think, first of all, it comes to mind that, is that really true? But it also comes to mind is there something else going on here? Because that's kind of, this is your husband. And I'll say this, check this out, y'all. From what I understood from the Dr. Delaney show, this had happened a year after they had been married. She's coming to him. So it makes me think, but why in the world is she communicating to him in such a way? I'm sure she didn't get him. She didn't attract him talking like this. And some people say, well, that's honesty and all that. The truth can't offend, but you can't speak truth in a manner that's going to hurt the person. I mean, like tear them up. And that's something that can tear them up. And here's at the core of it. Make sure you're motivated by love. Make sure the motivation is love. And I question that. I question, was the person's motivation love? Because in this same verse, in this same chapter, Ephesians 4, I think it's 30, right after it tells a person to don't do the corrupting talk, don't, talk in a corrupting manner, it comes right back and says, let all bitterness be put away from you. All anger, all strife, all, you're riled up. And usually bitterness comes from somebody that's angry. They're resentful. They're sick and tired of being sick and tired of the individual. And so I have to ask the question, at that point, have you done everything that you needed to do? Plus some. Have you put some agape love on this thing? Okay? This unmerited love, this, I'm going to stick to you with you to the end. This kind of love that says in sickness or in health, to death do us part. Is that in play here? Or is this something else? Now, I'm going to tell you, I had firsthand experience with it. That's why I say what I learned about when a wife said something like that. I had some experience with it. I had a woman in my life that said things like this to me. They did. You need to understand, as a woman, as a wife, that when you say these type of things, there's going to be some fallout from it. There's going to be a fallout from it. The Bible says that a foolish woman would tear her own house down with her own hands. She'll tear it down with her own hands. Come on, man. You want to tear your house down? That's a good way to tear your house down. Because there's, like I said, there's going to be a lot of results that come out of that when you're talking to your man, to your husband in that manner. I mean, isn't there a better way that you could have said that? Couldn't you have said like, hey, I like it when you're slim. You know what I'm saying? That turns me on more. But to say I'm no longer attracted to you, first of all, that's a lie. That's a lie. Because something can get you going now. Something. Maybe it's my smile. Maybe it's my look. Maybe it's my mustache. Maybe it's my crispy white beard. Maybe it's I wink at you. Maybe it's talking a low voice. Something. But you just saying it like that, there's some resentment there. There's some bitterness there. And you got to deal with that, because if you don't, that will tear up your whole marriage.